show in Louisville, Kentucky, the pulling capital of the South. We'll be featuring one of the most unique classes of pulling machine on the circuit, the lightweight 5,800-pound modified tractors. Featuring maximum horsepower on a small frame, these are the lightest dragster tractors in the class, and they're famous for their wild rides. We'll be back with the action after this commercial word.
They run in the modified dragster tractors. Years ago, it used to be the 5,200 pound. Then they went up 600 pounds. So 5,800 pounds is the total weight of the vehicle, the driver, and all of their fuel. You got to cram a lot of horsepower into a small weight package. Back to you, Butch.
All right, here's Fred Steckler now, out of Mount Carmel, Illinois. The Steckler brothers, the tractor's known as the Dust Devil, as the Allison aircraft engines are ready to go.
Fred Steckler sets a high mark with Dust Devil in the first run of the event.
And in any kind of motorsport, tires are the key to it. If you notice the tires on the tractors that are coming in to pull in this competition, they are soaked as they've had to go through about 150 meters of snow, a tremendous snowstorm going on outside Freedom Hall. The tires are caked with snow. The drivers really do not seem to be that worried about them. The trick in this sport is how you're going to cut the cleats. That's what the trick is right now.
All right, here we go now with Earthquake, 2 482 cubic inch Chevrolet motors on board as we get ready to go into 58, the second tractor up, and here he comes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. He had to get on the brake about the 150-foot mark and had to come on and get tight on the brake. But the Earthquake tractor's right there.
All right, John McManus, a good run. This looks like it's going to be a tricky track for the drivers to pull on.
Yes, that's right. It's I thought maybe it's a little more of a biter than it is, but it's a little bit slick.
What did you learn after watching Fred Steckler run?
I didn't even get a chance.
He was busy on the starting line. Well, I'll tell you, it's a good pull. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
All right, back to you, Butch.
Pull distance, 198.39. 198.39 for John McManus. He goes up number one, 198.39. All right, on the line, the turbocharged, alcohol-injected Allison aircraft engine.
Well, Butch, when you need more horsepower out of a stock Allison, you can do a couple of things. One, you put on a homemade injection system, and then you can turbocharge it. So you go from 1,000 horsepower in a stock Allison up to about 2,500 horsepower. At the same time, you risk blowing this motor apart as you push more air and more alcohol into the engine. These Allisons are very durable engines built over 45 years ago, and right now they're looking strong here in Louisville.
Wow, let go on him right there. Mr. Rockefeller with problems, folks, in the twin turbocharged Allison aircraft engine. Let's give him a nice round of applause, folks. All the way from Phelps, New York. Let's let him know you appreciate him, Louisville, Kentucky, if you will.
Okay, the first three pullers in the class have finished their shot. Now the Wild Hare gets a chance at the slant. I noticed a moment ago you're moving some weight around. How much are you taking off the back and where are you putting it?
Well, I thought it was going to take a lot of weight to start it out, to keep the front end down, but as I've been watching the first three tractors, I don't think it's going to take as much. I think what we're going to have to do is get it out of the hole, and we're needing more weight on the back end to do that. So hopefully I'm going to get a good hole shot. I might be a little bit light on the front end. I guess we'll just have to take that chance.
Okay, now what side of the track are you going to be looking at?
I haven't had an opportunity to watch very many other pullers. We were back in the pit, so I put mine right down the middle.
Very good. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
As Steve Johnson indicated, the pullers are still searching for the proper weight distribution for this track. Placement of the weights becomes even more crucial on these lighter machines.
All right, this is Steve Johnson from Holman, Wisconsin, as he comes back to the line right now. Johnson with wild hair on the line. He needs better than 198.39 to go up number one. Rick Rockefeller's pull 111.09. 111.09. Here we go. Let's give him a nice round of applause, folks.
Well, here's the guy that has taken the lead right now with these big Donovan engines. And Steve Johnson, congratulations. Do you think it's good enough to win this class tonight, 5,800 pounds?
Well, I sure hope so, Dave, but I'm not real sure. There's some good iron back there left, and it didn't run really the way I wanted it to. I came up a gear a little bit. I thought it was going to take a lot more power, and it didn't. And as you can tell, I ran more RPMs than I really wanted to. I just wish I would have ran a little faster gear and probably a little less weight on the front end. I think I would have went a little further.
We'll be right back with more tractor and truck pulling from Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky, right after this message.
With a snowstorm raging outside, the action is heating up with the 5,800 modified tractors. Steve Johnson has given the others a tough challenge with his run of 215.94 feet.
This is Wayne Cook out of Russellville, Kentucky. The tractor known as Sullivan gone. And the Cook sheet metal machine, he's been pulling Allison aircraft engines for a long time. So back on the starting line, we get ready for Wayne to come. Here we go.
Problem the drivers are having to deal with as they come into the building from the pit area. A lot of snow outside. They're tracking it into the building. Well, the hard, compact clay that they're pulling on is not conducive to a mixture with moisture at all. It makes it very slippery. So pulling late in the field this evening in this particular class could be an awful bad fate for you.
Okay, folks, let's get ready to get with the program here now as the Allison aircraft engine gets ready to go. Once again, Brad Cook out of Russellville, Kentucky. Round of applause. First time he's ever pulled here in Louisville, Kentucky, folks. Young Brad Cook out of Russellville, Kentucky, and the weekend's joy. Okay, folks, here we go. Out of Missouri, Jim Olendorff, the Bud Digger II, homemade tractor, 572 cubic inch Chevrolet motor on board as he gets ready to come on down right here.
Like many others pulling tonight, Jim Olendorff has a tough time getting Bud Digger II locked into the track.
Bob Chickering with the inch pincher out of Iowa. Bob, I noticed just a moment ago you and the crew members were going to have a meeting. At the end of the meeting, you went and moved some weight. What exactly did you do to the vehicle?
We lightened the front end up, see if we can get the front end up a little bit. Maybe it might be the wrong thing, but if we can get the front end up, maybe we can go a little farther.
This Allison coming up right now is one of the hottest Allisons in the country. Bob Chickering out of Bloomfield, Iowa, has been one of the best Allisons to beat. Bob Chickering will wind this engine up to about 5,000 RPM. He's one of the best, and he's from Bloomfield, Iowa. Watch this tractor closely. You can see he made a real good start off the line. The front end came up. He had a beautiful pull going, but just enough. Not enough there at the end of his run.
Wayne Sullivan, the only four-time winner of this event out of Warsaw, Kentucky, getting ready to take his shot. Wayne, again, as you fellas come in the door, we notice you take one look at the track and start moving weight around. What exactly are we looking for tonight?
Well, the track's a lot different than it's ever been here before. More chinny, you're running low gear and a lot of weight on the front. But we're going to do something different we've never did here before. We're going to run a light on the front and run a high gear. Hope it works, we don't know.
Sullivan family already looking good. They have a history of winning at the National Farm Machinery Show. His son Donnie started the evening off with a second place finish, the Supermod two-wheel drive. Now it's up to Dad.
We'll be right back with more tractor and truck pulling from Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky, right after this message. From Warsaw, Wayne Sullivan and the Kentuckian. Now you notice he's lining it up on the right-hand side of the track because the drivers have been all over the track. Some of the drivers are saying it's beginning to tear up. So Wayne Sullivan is looking for a fresh area on the track to pull from. Let's see if it helps.
Okay, Dave, he's all sitting in. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's a tractor that's going to do it here, here's one of them to watch here tonight. So the man right after him, Ron Headley, a good run at Keith Black Hemis on his tractor. Here, Sullivan running the Rodex. Let's see what we do as he comes to the starting line right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Wayne Sullivan out of Warsaw, Kentucky on the Kentuckian.
Wayne Sullivan slams the Kentuckian into second place in front of an appreciative home state crowd.
Ron Headley out of Iowa having some problems. We understand they're going to have to pull start the vehicle. He just rebuilt the supercharger for the engine. So much compression, he's not able to start it with a normal automobile starter. So Headley all the way over from the cold country of Iowa trying to get in the battle in Louisville, Kentucky.
Ron Headley is one of the favorite pullers to win it here tonight. All these pullers have a lot of hopes and dreams riding on this event. This is the big one everybody wants to win. It would be a real shame if Headley couldn't get Betty's headache started. Bad luck for Ron Headley. He got a little more than he bargained for out of that start. The front-mounted fuel tank is completely stove in. What a disappointment. But you can bet he's not going to give it up. The National Farm Machinery Show is too big to let a busted fuel tank keep you out. Ron and his crew will do what they can to get back in shape before the end of the event. It will be a race against time, but Headley may still get to run.
Bobby Blesch. Happy Hooker. Let's see what happens now. So Bob Blesch making that last-minute check. He's having problems, evidently, getting the tractor moved up to the starting line.
Happy Hooker out of Evansville, Indiana, having some problems. The front engine not firing. Now it comes alive. Track official John Minnick indicates he's ready for his pull. Evansville, Indiana-based twin Chevrolet-powered vehicle goes by the name of the Happy Hooker.
Right here.
Well, it's not even the 4th of July, Butch, and I tell you, you notice he never backed out of the engine at all. He kept the throttle all the way down. He said, what the heck? I'm here at the championship pull. He says, I might as well go for broke.
512 cubic inch supercharged Chevrolet not living through the shot as the front engine completely went away. At about the 75-foot mark, it looks like he was having some problems. However, in this Ford, you only have one hook. What exactly happened on the vehicle, in your opinion?
I think it probably blew the head gasket out, Dave. When it did, it sucked the oil down the cylinder.
Did you have oil pressure or did you get a chance to notice it?
Well, my red light didn't come on. You know, when it gets down to 30 pounds, well, the red light usually comes on. The red light never came on. So I didn't lose oil pressure. I just lost the gasket.
So the St. Joe, Indiana native speculating that oil fire was caused by